Picture this: a family of two, okay? A man and a woman who are Mexican. They have children. Their children are being targeted and recruited by the cartel. Maybe they're hungry. Maybe their daughters are in danger of being sold. Tell me if you are not in that situation, that you, okay, Mr. Johnson or whatever American last name, tell me you wouldn't do the same. Tell me you wouldn't come here. Tell me that you would be sitting at the border and being like, you know what, maybe I shouldn't do this. It's illegal. Come on, dude. I think that Americans need to learn a little bit of compassion. Like, y'all have had it way too good for way too long. You live in a bubble. You don't realize what the rest of the world is like, right? And so you got your top top view looking down on everybody who wants to have a good life. And I understand it's like, we can't let everybody in here, but I don't believe that. I think there's more than enough. And the cool thing about this is the more people you let in here, the more they're contributing to the system. But you have to allow them to contribute, right? If you keep them illegal, then you're not going to benefit from the taxes and shit, right? I don't think anybody's going to disagree with me that immigrants are the best business starters. Okay, we start businesses. Because you Americans have been here for so long, your children are lazy. They don't want to start business. They don't even have the ambition because they don't remember what it was like in the old country. They don't know what the consequences are of being lazy and useless to society. But immigrants, they have that fire in their ass. Oh, I hope that's not too loud. Windows open. Immigrants have that fear of the abyss, of the bottomless pit, okay, teetering over the hellfire. That you can use that in your advantage. You can put that to work and make America great again with that immigrant work ethic, because we're so afraid of poverty, because we remember it. It's fresh on our tongue. Something you guys have lost. You got too comfortable. So I don't understand this discrimination against immigrants. Okay, if the only thing about them that's illegal is that they came here, pull your head out of your ass, dude. Now, if they're going around murdering and robbing people, different story. Get them out on first offense. I wouldn't even give them a second chance. But if they're coming here and they're looking for a good life and they're willing to work for it, and your only problem with them is that they came here illegally, dude, first of all, you let them come here illegally, okay? That's not on them, that's on you. You can't hate them for taking advantage of a hole in the border. You would do the same thing. Don't even sit there and tell me that you wouldn't. You would do exactly the same thing. You'd be throwing your babies over the freaking fence. Have a little bit of compassion. Slow down, take a deep breath, and think about it with your head instead of your ass. You can use these people to your advantage. Okay? Compassion doesn't just have to be a waste of money. There's an upside to compassion. Is that you're making friends, and these friends can help you. But if you're a hater piece of crap, get off my lawn, you're just going to make enemies. You're going to create more tension. You think these Mexicans are going to go back home and they're going to be like, well, we tried. No. You're creating enemies for centuries to come, for your children to deal with. This kind of conflict happens in borders all over the world. It is not the way forward, y'all. It is not the way forward. To make enemies with your neighbors is the worst possible idea. Worst idea ever. Okay, these people are out in the street waving the Mexican flag, but let's stop to think about why they're angry instead of just saying they're stupid. They're not just stupid. They're angry for a reason. They're building a lot of the stuff in this country, and we're treating them like crap. Whereas we can legitimize them. Again, I'm not talking about, murderers. I'm talking about the majority of these people who are here for a good life, just like you and me. They feel like they're being mistreated unfairly. They're trying to provide for society, much like your kids are refusing to do. You're lazy and useless, and you're proud of that. I would much rather hire a Mexican than one of your freaking grown up and upper middle class useless kids that have both hands growing out of their ass. Can't do anything right. You know what I mean? You have to admit, like, Americans have grown soft. You don't have that fire that you used to have for entrepreneurship and for working hard. And because you're leaving so much opportunity on the table, God is allowing someone else to come and take it. Because you're taking it for granted. You're taking your freedoms for granted. And so someone else is going to come and take that shit from you. Because you deserve it. So get it together, y'all. Get it together, America. Teach your kids the consequences of not doing a damn thing with your life. Someone else is going to come and take their opportunities. Give it 3 generations, and your family is going to be poor, looking for a job from these immigrants. It's already happening. Okay? Your precious children are going to be working for these people because they're the ones creating the businesses and creating the economic value. You guys are sleeping on it while you're sitting there hating on them. Okay, they're getting to work. They're like, I don't have time. Do you think the real workers are out there protesting? No. These are children of Mexican immigrants that grew up here that are doing this kind of stuff. The real Mexicans that are here for work, they're too busy getting shit done, making that money, working up the ladder, while you talk smack about them. I would suggest that you find a way to befriend these people so that they don't take their dollars and send them back across the border because they hate you. Befriend them, legitimize them, and they'll share some of that value with you. Again, they're not here to destroy the country. They're here to have a good life, which means it's going to contribute. If they succeed in making a good life for themselves, it's going to radiate to the people around them. Y'all don't understand how this works? If they're going to do good work and create businesses, they're going to create value for everybody else too. What's one thing I have against Americans, right? Your great grandfathers came here on a boat. They would never behave like this. They would be embarrassed and ashamed. Y'all feel so entitled to everything you got only because you don't understand that it's not a right, these things that you have. They only exist if you know how to maintain it. If you don't know how to maintain it, someone else is going to come from another country and take that shit away from you while you sit there hating on people. So I would suggest you learn how to make friends because the world is starting to melt together, okay? Because of transportation, borders are not as clear cut as they used to be. I'm sorry. So y'all going to have to learn how to tolerate people that are different than you. That's my rant from an immigrant. Cheers.